Hello, this is a response to these points made by Jan on my Twitter feed this morning. I was going to write a reply and I thought, why not make a video? Because it is relevant to myself and no doubt the 95% of traders that actually fail, retail traders that is. It's a huge number. It's a very difficult thing to do, trading, and as a result, I decided to make this video. I haven't made a video for ages and ages, but I think this is an important point for everyone. So, Jan, you've said it's difficult time day trading, hopping around, trying stuff, failing, repeating, need to go back to basics. I feel your pain, hence making this video. Been there, done it, got the t-shirt 10 times over. And the point I want to make in this video is that you are not alone. And if I had my sort of 20 years given back to me, what I would do now is concentrate on those Vix Sporandio patterns, the 1, 2, 3 reversal in particular, lower high and higher low, and the really divergence off of supply and demand. I would really concentrate just on that. And another reason I wanted to make this point or make this video was because you mentioned about stocks, and it was a bit of a flippant comment of mine, really, because, you know, stocks did appear easier than FX at that time. And that's an important point to make. Everything is it progresses. Everything I've done, apologies, that's just one of my alerts going off. Everything I've done progresses day by day. You know, 3 weeks ago I couldn't make 10 or 15 gold trades a day. Now I can, because I concentrate on gold, and I've tamed that beast, if you like. Prior to that, you know, I was trading anything and everything based on this thing here, and that is the dashboard. And if you go back, I don't know, 6 months, maybe a year, when I developed these multi-time frame dashboards, you will see that I was just really looking for particular setups. Here's a great one. Hence showing this dashboard. It's daily dashboard, 3 candle reversal up. That's the penultimate, the ultimate low, and the reversal candle. And it's closed above this resistance here, which is your reversal. And that would be a perfect trade to look for a potential pullback, because it's a big candle into resistance or supply, if you like, and you have to open up the lower time frames and take it in context and do all your normal, follow all my normal rules, as it were. But as you can see, if you did shorted that in the Asian session, there was a good trade there. Now, what we could also say from this is that if you were to just concentrate on one pattern, as I said before, the 2B reversal or the 1, 2, 3 reversal, and just wait for this is a statement of intent to go long. That is a trend reversal. There's the downtrend, high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Here's the new uptrend, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. That's the pullback. No different than we've had there. There's a pullback there, and that's a little pullback there. That is the pullback that we get as a result of a 3 candle reversal. In other words, a break of this resistance level here. So let's have a look at the GJ chart. Apologies, I've got a ton of stuff on here and I didn't really plan to make this video, but let's just open this one randomly and see whether we can tidy it up a bit, get it on GJ, get it on the daily. Apologies, I have so many charts and so many different templates. But there's a perfect 2B reversal. That's a 1, 2, 3 higher low there and there. GJ daily. There's that 3 candle reversal there. So we've got Aaron's perfect 3CR indicator. Fantastic job. Thank you, Aaron, always. This is where you would expect this to potentially come back and test. So really you could use that as your trade plan. Every day look for a potential 3CR. We know the 3 candle reversal level is a supply and demand battleground, and we know this is a strong downtrend, so this could actually reverse just and continue down, of course, but we know that if this is going to continue up, we've got divergence in there as well. That's brilliant, actually, there and there for a long reversal. You could take this a step further and look and see why this is reversed here, maybe on the weekly. Sorry, I'm digressing a little bit, and maybe even on the monthly. I can see lots going on there actually that's interesting. We've got a level, sorry, there that has been tested. We've got a level, that wick there, that has been tested. It's important on this monthly chart. We are in a massive uptrend, and I throw my lines on, and really they tend to, because I know that is a line chart level there and there and there much. If you go to the line chart, you can see there, there, there. It's the close of the candles. Far more powerful than wicks, is why I love line charts so much. But I have digressed, so I apologise about that. But back to candles. What I'm trying to say is, instead of jumping around from things, instead of thinking stocks are better because of something I've said, and I apologise, I say these things, as I said before, a little bit flippantly, but the 2B reversal thing and the 1, 2, 3 lower high thing that I've developed and improved my gold trading enormously as a result are so solid. I can't stress that enough. And making a plan, like looking at those recent candles dashboards, looking for that 3 candle, the big candle and 3 candle reversal, and then making a plan like this. And the point I'm trying to make is, from that daily chart, that weekly close level there, line chart, the power there, the wick has bounced off these lower lines, but running off that daily chart or any time frame, you could use the H4, you could use the H1 even, or if you've got H2 on your trading view or whatever, use that. But the point is, we can see clear divergence. We can see clearly why this is potentially a 3 candle reversal to the long side. See, that was a failed one, but there was no divergence there. When we didn't have anything here, we didn't have the divergence at this point. But now we have got clear divergence, clear, on the TMA admittedly, but we haven't got a lower low on the RSI, so that's worth noting. You've got the lower low on the price, no lower low on the RSI, flatlining, really. Again, that's a positive sign to the upside. We are part of that massive monthly uptrend, and we would have expected this. This is perfectly tradable here. So, getting back to my point, you can make a plan like this. Don't jump about with everything. Don't hunt for trades. You have to have we've hunted the recent candles dashboard, obviously, but we have found what is a high probability setup. We already, if you'd looked at that last night at the close of the session for the new day, you would have said, right, I'm going to try and short that, and that's the plan. You can see why this has stopped at this point. It's hit a 3CR. The power of these things I can't describe enough. You know, it hit that 3CR, supply and demand battleground. The price, when it broke that level, collapsed, absolutely collapsed. So it stands to reason they're going to test it again, which they've done, and it stands to reason there may well be sellers come into the market, which they've done. So sorry, I've gone a bit off topic, Jan, but my point still stands. Make your plan from the higher time frames. Find which pair you prefer to trade. You know, I know Raja Banks, who I do have a lot of respect for, used to love GJ. I haven't been in his room for best part of a year, I think now, or 6 months at least. But I know he went over to gold, and I've gone over to gold. And someone mentioned something on my Twitter feed about how do you choose your pairs and whatnot. And someone did answer it, and I haven't actually answered the question myself yet. Is that how do you pick your pair to trade? Well, you pick it because I don't want to be sat in a trade for any more time than necessary. There is a saying, you're in the markets, the longer you're in the markets, the more risk you have. So a scalper getting in and out of trade in minutes or seconds even is far better for me than sitting around watching euro creeping up and down, euro USD I mean, or UJ for example. I would rather get in, get out. I've done my analysis, I've made my plan, and I've gone from the 8 to 10 pips or 15 pips or whatever on gold. So anyway, the point of this, Jan, make your plan, apply all the rules. Divergence is fantastic. 1, 2, 3 higher lows and lower highs are really, really fantastic. Look, this has failed to make a new low. It's well, you've got divergence, but it's not technically not divergence because it's not a lower low with a higher low. But you can see the power is to the upside. That is a 1, 2, 3 higher low. That's a low. That's 2B reversal there. So these 1, 2, 3 higher lows come as part of the 2Bs. I haven't really made the connection there properly, but the 2B target would be up here. The 1, 2, 3 higher low, and I mentioned this on my Twitter feed recently, would for me be to just test this and get my 8 to 10 pips or whatever it is on a 5-minute chart, and then if it breaks this and fails to make a new low, excuse me, that would be how I would then decide to target the 2B reversal target. All Vic Sperandio's stuff is all over the internet. Try to find the best stuff. I made tons and tons of videos about 2B reversals and how much I like them. So they are currently still pretty much private. I've decided what to do with those yet. But yeah, so make your plan. Don't jump about. I did exactly the same thing, hence making this video. I think 95% of the traders do. Only 5% actually crack it, and I want you to be one of the 5%. Whoever's watching this, leave me a comment or something so I know what sort of reach I'm getting, and you know, I can tell then if you've watched this, taken the time to watch this, and you're serious. We could have a little cheeky word in here actually. Why not tweet me, I'm serious about learning, and I know you've watched this video to the end. So Jan, I hope you've got something worthwhile from this. You know, 2B, the power of these 2B reversals, 3 CRs rather, 3 candle reversals, making your plan, and we can, you know, we could go down and have a look at this now, analyze it on the lower time frames. H4, there's your pullback coming down on the H4 daily. Let's put it on the new day. There, that's the new candle. So then we can have a look at the H4s properly again. And so this is, it started to pull back. We had a little push to the long side. In the lower time frames, it will have pulled back. There's your new day there, opened, and it's just drifted back nicely there. And this is where you need to start to make your plan. You've got the daily pivot there. These have been on and off my charts for years, but as I mentioned in previous videos, the pivots now, I don't trade the pivots as a, there lots of people trade them as a standalone method, as it were. I try to do that, but what I prefer to do is just watch them on my charts, and if they act like magnets to price. So if they are below a 3CR and a load of levels that I've drawn and stuff, then I would expect price, and if everything's trending down, I would expect price to test them. So I wouldn't want to go long at this point here when it hasn't actually touched the daily pivot. Also remember, every broker has different ways of calculating the pivots. The candles change over at different times, H4s and stuff. So pivots aren't a precise level. Every broker's different, as I say. So be careful when using pivots. That's all I will say about that. So this, and also Elliott Wave, you've got ABCs. You want to see 3 swings, proper swings, not just a little pip break of that. Swing 1, 2, or A, B. This is the up move. A, B, C. I would expect C to come down further. We've got that level I drew on there. I'm not quite sure why, but I think it might be the 3CR level. So I'd be very wary of going long. There's no momentum to the long side here, notice, and that's very, very important. That's momentum well above the levels there. That ain't momentum to the long side. So I still think this has some further down move to go. So you need to bring all these things into your plans, and if you just concentrate on a move like that from that daily chart, concentrate on these, concentrate on finding divergence, concentrate on the 1, 2, 3 reversals and the 2B reversals. Learn both of those patterns because they tie in so well together. I've only really recently realized how well they tie in together, and I mentioned this on my feed as well. So fire off any questions you've got, guys, about this particular video on Twitter, not on YouTube. I don't spend a lot of time looking at comments on YouTube and stuff. Contact me on Twitter, anything you might find you want to ask about this, and just concentrate, Jan again, just concentrate on something like this, making your plan, and then when it pulls back and when everything looks right on this lower time frame now, divergence, there's our original, that's the new day, this is the new day, and there was a bit of divergence there, so there's a nice little bounce there based on this new day today. Divergence, this is the sort of thing I'm saying look for. So trades are everywhere. We knew we had the pullback. You've got divergence at the top there as well. So that was the new daily open there. Sorry about all the stuff on this chart. As I say, it's a bit of an impromptu video. So that's the high there. That's a failed new high, as it were. There's sort of a new high there. On the line chart, this is going up, definitely. I can see that just by eyeballing it. And that is down, and that's what I call double divergence. So that was a brilliant trade in its own right, shorting that. We know why. Close of yesterday, the massive, great big daily move, 3CR, creates a reversal, there's a trade. That is a beautiful, beautiful trade there. On an N15 chart, that's buyers that created that new high. So that's where you want to be, always be below buyers that create a new high. So you're below there, that's good. And that was the total move was 72 pips. But just that bit there is 62 pips. Not 6 pips, 62 pips. And this is how I would draw that scenario there. Got my buyers, been broken by sellers, and it just collapses. So that's what I've been looking for. And then you've got the trade up. Bit tricky that, but you can clearly see another level of supply there. And following all the rules on the lower time frames for this long potentially here, 3CR up, not many 3CRs up in that whole move down, and then drop to the lower time frames, look for momentum. You've got your divergence on N15. There was double divergence there, not sure whether I mentioned that. You've actually got double divergence here too. That is clearly a bit of a up move, certainly not down. So even if it was flat on the RSI, it would still be potentially a good move. So hopefully this video's helped a few people. Sorry for rambling on. So many things that I can see on these charts that I would trade. But the important thing is focus on something. Divergence and 3CRs, daily 3CRs, daily big candles. There were so many opportunities just there. Okay, I hope that helps, Jan, and I hope it helps a few others. And don't forget the secret word, phrase. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.